Good morning YouTube, what is up, and welcome to episode 21 I think of shredding season. Now today is a bit of a rest day for me. I'm not actually training, however I'm still going to hit up the gym and do some abs and maybe a little bit of cardio. It's actually quite a nice day outside. It's actually one of the first somewhat warm, properly sunny days here in England, so I might do my cardio outside instead of at the gym, and obviously still go to the gym and just do a 45-minute long sort of ab session perhaps. As for right now, I'm absolutely starving. Before I do that, I need to go and weigh myself, which you'll have seen just now, and also I need to make some food. So as usual, I'm just going to go with the eggs, maybe make some oats as well, just to get some quality carbs in me, and also some good proteins and a little bit of fat, just to give a bit of everything to kick the day off with, and then we can get cracking with the rest of the day. So that being said, I'm going to get started on my breakfast because I'm absolutely starving and I cannot wait to eat that. So I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. Alrighty guys, welcome back. It is now around 4 or 5 o'clock. I've got to take my car to the garage in about an hour, so I'll probably make some food just before that. But I just really quickly wanted to talk to you guys about something that again I feel is very relevant to a lot of people on their diets, and I think, you know, we all can learn something from, and it's also good to understand that this happens to everybody, whether you're a top level athlete or it's the first time you're ever trying to diet in your life. This sort of thing happens to everybody, and that is, you know, having points where you get stagnant, where you don't move, or when nothing seems to be going against you. I spoke before about setbacks in a previous episode. This isn't quite that, because you're not, you know, going in reverse, you're not having stumbling blocks. Basically, you're still doing everything right, or so you think, yet for some reason things aren't quite moving how you'd expect them to. For example, I don't know how attentive you guys are, or maybe this is your first episode. If you've seen a fair few now, the last 3 episodes have been pretty much the same weight, give or take, you know, a couple of decimal points of a pound. I've been that way for about the last week. I really haven't moved much in terms of weight at all. My physique has slightly changed. I do feel like I've got a little bit leaner, just a tad in certain areas. Maybe that's just me getting used to my new physique after spending more and more time, I suppose, at this weight. But, you know, it's a big thing that happens to pretty much everyone. A couple of my clients, they've been doing really well. They've been losing tons and tons of weight, but you know, they hit points where they go a whole week and they just, no matter what they try, it doesn't seem to budge. The one sort of saving grace with these sort of problems, guys, is that, you know, it's maths, it's science. Eventually, if you are in a calorific deficit, you're doing your cardio, the foods are good foods for you, you know, you're getting your proteins, your fats and your carbs, you know, and you're training well, you might go 3 weeks without losing weight. I mean, that's extreme, but even so, eventually it will break. And so long as you can keep that in your mindset, and you can keep yourself aware of the fact that at some point it's going to break, no matter what, it's always a good thing to start off with to get you in the right mindset for trying to continue. You know, like when you're really craving a certain food, and day after day you're pushing it off, and you're just making no progress. Eventually what happens is people go, well, screw it, and they just go and get it anyway. And that's where the problem is. You know, you have to try and avoid it for as long as possible, and I know how hard it is, and don't get me wrong, like, it's not like I'm immune to this. I've had that happen to me so many times I can't count. You know, where I'm like, all right, I'll have it when I get to this number or this number, and that number just never comes. 2-3 weeks pass, and by that point you're like craving it so badly that it kind of envelops you to the point where you just got to go out and do it, which sometimes isn't a bad thing because it gets it out of the way. But in terms of, yeah, me being stuck at the same weight, it's difficult. But 3 days later I finally cracked through, as you've seen on this video, around 181.5-ish pounds, so about a pound lighter, and getting very much closer to that 180 pound sort of area. I've decided I'm going to do another physique update, because in the last 5 pounds my physique definitely, it's changed quite a bit. So I think you guys might like to see that, and like I said before, it's a really easy video for me to make, so it's not like I'm having to go out of my way to do it. I would anyway, but I may as well just put up the 180, and then we're going to be into the 170s, guys, which should be, I can't remember the last time I was in 170 pounds. It must have been last, yeah, it's been about a year since I've been at that weight, but I only nipped in, I was like 179, 178, and then I went straight back up again as soon as I went on holiday. All inclusive, all you can eat, not a good mix, but that wasn't a proper cut, so I kind of thought, you know what, I have no reason to diet, so I just cracked back on with the bulk. But once we get through the 170s into the 160s, the last time I was 160 anything was 2.5 years ago. 2.5 years, pretty much, by the time I get there, I imagine, I've been bulking for, and it's mad to think that it's been that long since I've been lean, because I just, in my head, I have this image of myself as being lean, when I really haven't been. Like, when people started to say to me, you know, you're looking a bit chunky, you're looking a bit chunky, I was like, what are you talking about? You know, I'm shredded, even though I was like 20% body fat. But I suppose that's a story for another day. I'm starving, I'm running out of time before I have to get to the garage, so I'm going to stop rambling. I might show you what I make for dinner, I might not. If I don't, I'll see you in the gym. Catch you in a bit.